If you run SAP projects, the job you have right now is disappearing. Not in 10 years, the next 18 months. And I'm not guessing this information. SAP has already shipped the AI that does it. It assigns the work, it tracks the tasks, it runs the projects, the exact things that made you valuable. So here's what this video is all about. In the next 12 minutes, I'll show you the 5 parts of your job it takes first. You will know who gets quietly pushed out and the new role that pays you more than you make today. And I'm also going to tell you what to do about it starting from this week because there is a move here and most PMs are going to miss it. So if you're in SAP, you cannot miss this. This one's all about your paycheck. So, quick thing before we get into it, tell me where you are right now. Let me know in the comments, and I read these, and it tells me who's in the room. So let's get into it. Here's the part that nobody's talking about. You're not getting fired. That's not how this thing works. It's quieter than that. And honestly, it's kind of worse. Stick around because the people who survive this will get a new title, and almost nobody is talking about it yet. I've spent 25 years in SAP and ERP implementations, and I've never seen a role get changed out this fast. So let me prove that this isn't any random video, right? January 2026, SAP made Joule Studio Agent Builder generally available. Any company can now build AI agents that run business processes. And there's an agent built for project setup. So SAP's own release notes say it. So project managers in S4HANA are saving time setting up projects with the new project setup agent. So read that again. It's their words. Project managers, project setup. That's the start of every project that you've ever run. Then at Sapphire in May 2026, they went bigger. Over 200 specialized agents, more than 50 assistants across finance, supply chain, procurement, HR. This isn't coming, it's shipped. And here's that one thing that should scare you the most. SAP calls it Joule Work. You type what you want done, Joule figures out the steps, calls the right agents, pulls the data, delivers it. No clicking through screens, no coordinating the teams. You describe the outcome, the AI runs the project. So the key tasks are describe the outcome, coordinate the work, deliver it. And that was the project manager's whole job. It's now a chat box. Now, this isn't a lab demo. Real companies are running it right now. So, Florida Crystals used to spend days hunting down data. Agents do it now. Mota Engel, a construction firm, manual goods receipt entries, invoice clearance, the coordination problems, an agent handles it now. RWE, the energy giant, the agents read past the turbine failures, find out the root cause, write down the work orders, 90 minutes saved per repair. Now, SAP ran it live on stage, not as a demo, but from production. Now, we can talk about Bosch, H&M, Takeda. So many clients have adopted the Joule agents. Look at the work that those agents took. Chasing data, manual coordination, pulling it all together. Now, here's the line that should stop you and get you to think. SAP describes Joule as a project manager coordinating a team of specialists. Their words, not mine. They built an AI, and the best way that they could explain it was it's a project manager. So, what are you? Now, the path the title promised. How you're actually being replaced. It's not a layoff. Nobody walks into your office and says it's over. It happens task by task. So first the AI writes the status report. It's a small thing. You're glad. It saves you an hour. And then it assigns the routine tasks. Then it flags the risks before you do. Then it pulls the reports that you used to build by hand. 6 months later, you look up, and every piece that made you worth that salary, the machine does it. Faster at 2 a.m. without complaining. So you're still employed for now, but your job description is being deleted one line at a time. And the day someone in finance adds it all up, your role doesn't justify your pay anymore. That's the replacement. It's not a firing, a slow fade. But by the time you feel it, it's late. And here's the trap it feels good while it's happening. Every task the AI takes feels like help. You don't fight it, you thank it. And that's why most PMs won't see this coming. They feel productive right up until they're done. So here are the 5 PM tasks getting taken first. If most of your week are these tasks, pay attention. So number 1 is status report. So Joule pulls live data and writes the update. So there's no more chasing people for their percent complete. It's gone first. Already gone in some of the shops. Number 2 is task assignment and tracking. The agent knows who's free, who's blocked, what's next. It routes the work. That's the coordination layer. That was your value. It's now being automated. Number 3 is risk flagging. Spotting the risk before it blows up was the senior PM's edge. Now, Joule watches the whole project and flags it earlier than you can through pattern matching at machine speed. Number 4 is reporting and dashboards. The hours that you would spend building the steering committee deck, the AI generates it on demand now. And it's, plain language question and a finished report. Number 5 is cross team coordination. So SAP and Google built a protocol for agents to talk to each other across systems. So the procurement agent talks to the finance agent directly. There's no human passing messages. That middleman role, which was a PM's job, it's gone. So now that we've gone through the 5, count how many of these 5 are most of your week. 3 or more. You're not a project manager anymore. You're a bottleneck. The AI is routing everything around. So do me a favor, tell me in the comments which one have you seen. I want to see how bad this is across the board. Okay, as you would have seen in all my videos, I don't just give you bad news, I also share with you the good news because there's a way through this and it pays more than the job that you have now. Someone has to run the agent. They have to build them. They have to govern them. They have to check their work. They have to decide when they are wrong, own the outcome when the AI makes a call. Now, that's a real role and it's opening up right now. And there's no name for it yet, so I'll give it one, the SAP Agent Manager. Now, that's my term. It's not an official SAP title, so don't go and put it on LinkedIn and get corrected because this role is slowly forming up as we speak. It's the human who orchestrates the orchestrator. The AI assigns the tasks. Who decides if it's assigned them right? The AI flags the risk. Who decides which risk is real? The AI builds the agent. Who makes sure that it doesn't approve a fraudulent invoice at 2 a.m.? You, the SAP Agent Manager. The PM who used to coordinate people now coordinates agents. It's the same instinct, just new tools. And way more leverage because one person plus a fleet of agents outproduces a whole team. Now, I know exactly what some of you are typing in the comments right now. Let me answer it before you hit send. But first, let me kill a rumor that's going around. You might have seen a clip claiming SAP's CEO apologized and warned that consultants are about to have a brutal truth in the next few months. Now, that's really a mashup. They're two separate quotes stitched together into one scary headline. Now, here's what Christian Klein actually said. In the Financial Times, he compared the AI shift to SAP's old move to the cloud. His phrase was more around short term pain for long term gain. And on the earnings call, he made it clear that there was pressure around the whole software sector, aimed at investors, not a warning that consultants are in trouble. At a leadership event in Berlin, he was more blunter about how work changes. And he said it would be a lie to claim the way we work today stays the same. And that's the part that matters for you. On the same call, Klein said that SAP's own consultants save a day a week using AI, a day a week. He's not saying that the consultant disappears. He's saying that the work changes and the productive ones get more work done. And that is the whole point of this video. This role doesn't vanish, it transforms. So if you transform with it, you win. If you pretend that nothing's changing, you get left behind. So let me break down some of the comments that I've received in the past, through all my videos. So comment number 1 is nobody is even on S4HANA. ECC is everywhere. Now, this doesn't matter. You're half right. And that half is the whole point. Over 60% of SAP's customers are still on ECC. Only around 39% have moved. So, yeah, ECC is everywhere. But here's what everyone misses. At Sapphire in May 2026, SAP didn't change the ECC deadline, they reaffirmed it. The 2027 mainstream support and 2030 extended. Done. No more extensions. Then they added a side door. Commit to moving most of your landscape to the cloud ERP, and you can unlock some of the AI scenarios earlier. SAP is using AI as the bait to pull ECC shops off ECC. So the pressure is aimed right at the people who think that they're safe. 60% of the base has to move. The clock is final. Migrations take 18 to 36 months, but that's not a reason to ignore this. That's a countdown. The PMs who learn the AI side ride the biggest SAP gold rush in the decade. The ones who say ECC is fine, they get caught when all of it flips at once. Now, comment number two, Joule is rubbish. It's a glorified chatbot. Now, a year ago, yes, I would agree with you. It was a co pilot, it answered questions. Not anymore. It acts. And I'm not asking you to trust the SAP marketing, trust the companies running it in production. RWE, live on stage, Florida Crystals, Bosch, Motta Engel, real deployments, real results. And here's me being very straight with you. Will a lot of these AI projects flop? Yes. Gartner says over 40% of agentic AI projects get cancelled by 2027. Cost, weak controls, no clear value. But that's not the argument you think it is. When half of them fail, the people who really understand this stuff becomes the most valuable hires in the market. The mess is the opportunity. You don't want to be the crowd. You want to be the person they call to clean it up. Comment number three, cloud's in the mix too. So what's the point, right? And here's the part that you should pay attention to. At Sapphire, SAP made Claude, Anthropic's model, the primary reasoning engine behind its agents across S4HANA, SuccessFactors, Ariba. To be precise, because everyone will check me, Claude isn't the only model. SAP uses its own model for the structured number crunching, Claude for the language and the complex reasoning. Now, the judgment calls, and that's the part that should wake you up. The AI doing the PM style coordination isn't a weak in house tool anymore. It's a frontier model reasoning over your actual business data. Now, the complex multi step decisions PMs thought were safe, that's exactly what Claude is built to handle. But flip it. The work is shifting from traditional SAP integrators to people who understand SAP processes and how to deal with all of these models. That person is rare. That person gets paid. That person is the SAP Agent Manager. So that's the whole new opportunity. And be honest, which one of these three were you about to type? Let me know it in the comments. So, how do you become one before this happens to you? 5 skills you need to start now. Number one, learn what Joule and the agents actually do. You can't manage what you don't understand. So, you need to get hands on this week. Number two is governance. Knowing when the AI is wrong is the whole job. That judgment is the thing that it cannot replace. Number three, clean data and clean processes. The agents fail on messy data. The PM who fixes the foundation becomes essential. It's a boring skill, but it pays huge. Number four is build a simple agent yourself, even a basic one. Number five, reposition how you talk about your work. Stop saying that you manage projects. Start saying that you know how to orchestrate AI agents that deliver projects. It's the same person, but a different pay grade. Not everybody will make this jump. The PMs who treat AI as a threat and dig in, they get faded out. Quite the ones who grab it, they learn it, they run it, they become the most valuable people on the project because they're the bridge between what the business wants and what the agents can do. And that bridge is worth a lot. So the next 12 months decide which one you fall under. The tools are generally available now. The roles haven't yet filled up. That window is open right now and it won't stay open for a long time. So here's where you need to start. The whole thing begins with one tool, the Joule Agent Builder. It's how these agents actually get built. Understand that, and you stop being the person the AI replaces, and you start being the person who runs it. So I wrote a free book on exactly that, what the Joule Agent Builder is, how it works, how to build your first agent step by step. There's no charge for the book. There's no catch. If you want it, check the link in the description. And do one thing for me today. Go open Joule. Watch it do one piece of your job. Look at it dead in the eye. Because the PMs who survived 2026 aren't the ones who ignore the video. They're the ones who watched it twice and grabbed the book. You should also watch my next video. I've documented my mistakes over the last 25 years, mistakes that I don't want you to make. So watch it and let me know what you think in the comments. So until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.